Good morning. Happy Monday. For those of you that might be joining live, happy day for those of you who are joining not live. It is currently 2 minutes till 9 o'clock. So we have 2 minutes to let whoever join in who wants to join in live. And if you are joining in not live, then you got 2 minutes to either watch me sit in front of the camera or you can skip ahead the first 2 minutes. So for those of you that might be joining live, go ahead, throw on the playlist. I gave you one in my stories, but if you want to not practice with music or practice to a different style of music or playlist, then go ahead and just get that set up. And I just want to take a moment to say thank you. I've been enjoying these Monday morning live flows, and I just feel like it's a really nice start to the day. It gets me up, it gets me moving, it gets me, in a good state of mind. So I hope that it does that for you as well. And I feel like even if you're not able to join live, but you see that it's happening, maybe you're at work, maybe you have other things to do, then morning, Tatiana. How are you joining this morning? I feel like it just gives you something to look forward to, because I know Mondays there's not really much to look forward to other than coffee. So, all right, it's 9 o'clock. So those of you that are joining, feel free to throw on the playlist, and I think that's all you need. You don't really need a block for this class. You might want to grab one just in case. And we're going to get started seated at the back of the mat. So, in a comfortable seat, I'm going to meet you there in a second, and I will be kneeling down. So if kneeling works for you, you can kneel, or if sitting cross-legged feels better, then you can sit cross-legged. I will throw on my music. All right, so once you are seated at the back of your mat, just go ahead and close your eyes if that feels all right for you this morning. Sitting up nice and tall. Taking a few nice deep breaths. Like I said, if you're joining live, it's your Monday morning. Hopefully this class sets you off in the right direction for your day and for your week. If it's not Monday morning, maybe it's the evening, maybe it's another day. Hopefully this gives you what you need. And just taking these first few moments to notice what you're arriving on your mat with. Are you arriving with any sort of expectation or anticipation? Maybe thinking about what you can do or what you cannot do. Maybe thinking about what you have to do today. Maybe you're arriving here with some thoughts that have been lingering around from something that happened or something that didn't happen or something that you heard or saw. We collect so much information and we hold on to so many things. And can you just take a moment to ask yourself if what you're arriving here with now, if that will serve you in your practice, or if it's just taking up extra space and taking up your energy. Let's take a nice deep breath in together and let it out. Use your next inhale to slowly sweep your arms overhead. You might blink the eyes open, bring your palms to touch. And as you exhale, bring your hands right to your heart. As you inhale, begin to peel the hands apart. Keep your elbows bent. Lift your chest up, cactus arms. And as you exhale, reach the arms forward around the spine. Again, as you inhale, bend the elbows. Lift your chest high, cactus arms, little back bend. As you exhale, reach your arms forward, tuck your chin, tuck your tail around your spine. And keep moving through that with your breath. Inhale to cactus arms. Exhale to reach forward and round the spine. And inhale to expand and open, letting in something. And exhale to round, draw in, let go. Let's do one more like that. Inhale to your back bend, your cactus arms. And exhale to reach forward and round. This time hold in this rounded position and then bring your hands onto the mat. And we're going to make our way into a child's pose. So the knees can be wide, toes touching. Walk your hands out nice and long in front of you. Bring your forehead to rest on the mat if it touches. Take 3 nice big breaths here in your child's pose, feeling your hips settle towards your heels. It's okay if they don't touch. Feeling your arms lengthen, your spine lengthen. Feeling the mat beneath you, the ground beneath the mat. And then on your next inhale, start to rise up through a cat pose. So rounding the back, slide your hands under your shoulders, tuck your chin, tuck your tail. As you exhale, melt back through cow pose, dropping the belly, lifting the chest. At the same time, send your hips towards your heels, back to child's pose. We'll do that a couple more times. Inhaling to round forward through your cat pose. And exhale to drop the belly, lift the heart, slide back to your child's pose. Let's take 2 more like that with your breath. Moving through some waves here, rounding the spine. And then exhale to arch the back, drop the belly, lift the tail, back to child's pose. Last time through a full wave. Warming up the spine, moving with your breath. This time as you inhale, rise through your cat. And then lower all the way down to the mat. We'll take a couple cobras here. So as you inhale, lift the chest, shoulders down, elbows in. Exhale, gently lower. As you lift up, can you feel the legs strengthen, tops of your feet press down? And as you exhale, lower with control. Again, inhale to lift up, shoulders slide down away from the ears. Exhale to melt it down. This time, inhale, lift up, and hold. Drawing the elbows in, shoulders down, legs strong. Find one point in front of you to look at so the back of the neck is long. Squeeze the thighs, lifting the lower abdominals just lightly. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, melt back down to the mat. And then press yourself back through a child's pose. Tuck your toes under and send your hips back and up into your downward facing dog. And go ahead and walk it out. Most likely first downward dog of the day, but maybe not. So just use this moment to check in. Use this posture to check in. How do you feel? Where's the body at? Again, are you still clinging on to those things, those expectations or anticipations about maybe how this posture should feel or should look? Just take a moment, take a few deep breaths to create a bit more space for what it is right now. Come to stillness in your downward dog. And let's take a big breath in, lift both heels nice and high. As you exhale, drop your heels over towards the right side of the mat. So you're on the edge of your right foot. Push into the sole of your left foot. That right knee and maybe the left knee can bend as much as you need to. I want you to squeeze the right side of your body and lengthen the left. Feel your left hip get a bit further away from your left shoulder. You can stay here or you could really root into the right hand. Right arm is super strong. Maybe come up onto the left fingertips to feel that sensation a little bit more down the left hand side. Create more space, more opportunity for sensation. Plant the left hand if it's lifted. Inhale the heels high, and exhale, drop them over to the left. So you're on the edge of your left foot. Press into the sole of your right foot. Again, the knees can be as bent as you need them to be. This time, think about reaching your right hip further away from your right shoulder, squeezing the left side of the body. Again, you might stay here, or you might get steady in that left arm, really press it into the mat, and then come up onto the right fingertips, creating more space, more length all down the right side of the body. Plant the right palm if it's lifted. Inhale the heels high, look up towards the hands, and take as many steps as you need to towards the top of your mat, coming into your forward fold. Feet hip width apart, let the head just drop, hang heavy. Soften the knees, grab opposite elbows, and take a little sway side to side. Opening up through the backs of the legs, along the spine, releasing the weight of the head. If you're swaying, come to stillness in the center. We'll start to feel the feet press down, the legs engage. As you inhale, come up halfway, hands to thighs or shins, lengthen. As you exhale, fold and soften. Drop the head, soften the knees. One more like that. Inhale to lengthen the spine, lifting the core. As you exhale, fold and let go. As you inhale this time, let's reach all the way up. Stand nice and tall, palms touch. As you exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Let's keep moving. Inhale to reach up. And exhale to fold all the way down. Inhale, come to that halfway lift. Keep the back of the neck long. As you exhale, fold, plant the hands, spread the fingers wide. Take a big step back into plank. Coming into your plank this morning, knees or toes, you choose. As you inhale, shift forward a little. As you exhale, bend the elbows, lower all the way down. Tops of your feet press down, lift the chest, cobra. As you exhale, press yourself all the way back into your downward facing dog. Steady through the hands, strong through the upper body. Hug the forearms and the triceps in towards each other. As you inhale, we'll lift the right leg high, coming into a three-legged dog. Point the toes, and then let that right hip open, but keep the right leg straight. So you're feeling a big stretch through the right thigh, through the hip. Steady in the left side of the body, rooting through the left foot, the left fingers. You might come up onto the right fingertips again to create more opportunity for something new. Feeling more length down the right side of the body. If the right palm is lifted, plant it back down. Take one more inhale. And as you exhale, come forward to plank. Pull your knee into your nose. We kick it back as we inhale again, right leg long. And pull it in as you exhale, nice and tight. Bring it so close to the nose. One more time, kick it back. And this time when we pull it in, maybe it grazes the nose for a moment as you step through into a low lunge. Dropping the left knee down, feet hip width apart, so big bend into the right knee. As you inhale, we lift the upper body, bend the elbows, come back to the cactus, arms, chest high. As you exhale, we reach forward, round the spine. Inhale again, bend the elbows, lift the chest, little back bend. Exhale, reach forward, round, keep pressing, rooting into the front heel. One more time, inhale to open, shoulders draw together and down. Exhale to round and reach forward. This time, bring the hands down, frame the foot, and then pull the hips back. Lengthen the right leg, right toes lift. This is where you might want a block if you're feeling a little tight this morning in the back of the right leg. Bring the floor a little closer. If not, you might come up onto the fingertips. You might bring the palms down. Wherever you are, let's take the hands to the inside of the right leg and then see if you can walk them a little bit further away. So getting a little bit more length down the side of the body. Let's drop the head, let it hang heavy between the arms. Keep flexing the right foot, pulling the hips back. Now begin to walk your hands all the way to the long edge of the mat. Keep your right leg straight. Press into the outer edge of your right foot. Line up left knee under left hip, left hand under left shoulder, and reach your right arm up and over. You can tuck those back toes for a little more stability. You're in your side plank on the left hand side facing the long edge of your mat. You can stay here if you'd like. You can lift your right foot if you'd like, reaching from fingertips all the way through that right heel. One more option, if you'd like to choose it, you can bend your right knee, circle your right arm behind, and see if you can catch the big toe edge of your right foot with your right hand. Coming into a little back bend as you press your foot into your hand, feel the chest open. Feeling the muscles along the spine engage. If you've got a hold of your foot, gently release it, extend nice and long. And then place the foot down, place the hand down, crawl back to the top of the mat, bend into your knee. Step back to plank and either take a flow or meet in downward facing dog. Once you are in your downward facing dog, just take a breath. Take a moment to reset. Again, to let go of those things that are not serving you in this moment. Take a big breath. And let's do the other side. So as you inhale, lift the left leg high, point the toes. Keep the legs straight, let the hip roll open a little. Pressing down into the right foot, into the right fingertips. You might stay there, you might come up onto the left fingertips. Lifting the palm, tenting the fingers. Feeling more space, more sensation down the left side of the body. Plant the left palm if it's lifted. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, come forward, pull your knee into your nose. Can you squeeze your heel to your glute as well? Inhale, left leg long. Exhale, pull it in, knee to nose, round the back. One more time, kick it back. And then pull it in tight, knee grazes the nose as you softly step your left foot up. Right knee drops down, set up for your low lunge. Again, feet hip width apart, press into the left heel. Inhale to lift the upper body, elbows bent, cactus arms. Exhale, reach and round. 2 more times. Inhale to open up to create space. Exhale to round in. Last time, inhale, open. Exhale, reach and round. This time, hands come down, frame the foot, pull the hips back, half splits. Lengthening out the left leg, toes reach high. Pulling the hips back. And then take your hands to the inside of the right foot again, inside of the left foot. And you can use your block if you'd like, if you need. Maybe you walk your hands a bit further away. They might even be off of your mat. Let your head hang heavy. And then can you feel that stretch down the left leg, but also down the left side of the body? Can you feel your breath? And then slowly lift the head and turn to the long edge of your mat so the left leg stays long. Pivot the foot so the pinky toe edge of the foot is parallel to the short edge of the mat. Right knee under hip, right hand under shoulder, left arm reaches overhead, side plank. Right toes can be tucked again for more stability. Strong through the right side of the body. You might stay here, you might float the left foot high. You might take it one step further as you bend into the left knee, circle your left arm behind again, grab the big toe edge of the foot, rolling the shoulder back, and then pressing foot into hand as you feel the muscles along the spine work and create that back bend. Keep breathing wherever you are. If you've got a hold of the foot, gently release and extend. And then lower the foot, lower the hand, crawl back to the top. Again, you can choose if you'd like to step back into downward facing dog or move through a flow or take a moment in child's pose. We meet in downward facing dog. Once you are there, take a big breath and lift the heels, gaze to the top of the mat. Take a big step or hop up into your fold. Inhale to lengthen every single vertebrae, creating space. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise all the way up, palms touch. And exhale, hands to heart. Okay, this time as you inhale, arms overhead. And as you exhale, circle the left arm underneath of the right. So you're crossing elbows. We're coming into eagle arms. If you can, keep the palms facing away, and then see if you can bring the palms to touch without turning the wrists. If that doesn't work for you, grab your shoulders, or you can try grabbing wrist or thumb or interlacing the fingers. Bend the knees, sit nice and low. Stay low as you lift your left leg high over the right. Squeeze the legs together, point the left toes. Maybe you can wrap your left foot behind your right calf muscle. If that doesn't happen today, totally fine, don't worry about it. Just keep squeezing the legs. Once you find your balance, you're sitting low in the legs, begin to lift your chest and see if you can lift your arms a bit away from the body. So elbows reach further away from the chest. Squeezing the legs, squeezing the arms. Keep your arms as they are. Slowly begin to unravel that left leg. Take a big step back into a lunge. Tuck the toes under. You can keep your left knee lifted or you can drop it down if you'd like. Once you are in your lunge, begin to lift the arms further away from the body, creating a bit more of a back bend. Strong inner thighs, pull the right hip back and the left hip forward. Slowly begin to untangle the arms. Hands come down, they frame your foot. Press into the hands, and then strong kick back and up with the right leg. Keep the knee bent, allow the hip to open. Reaching your knee up towards the sky, letting your foot fall towards your left hip. You are more than welcome to stay here. If you'd like, if you feel safe in your wild thing, you can step your right foot behind you, toes land onto the floor, and then press into the points of contact with the floor to lift your hips, lift your chest. Reaching the right arm back. You can gaze to your right fingertips, or you can gaze to your bottom hand if that feels better for the neck. Take a few breaths wherever you are. And then gaze down to the mat if you're not gazing down already. Right hand plants. Pull the right knee back and towards the chest. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, softly step that foot up. Realign the feet hip width apart. Drop the left knee down. So you're back in your low lunge. Keep the left toes tucked. Strong inhale to lift the chest, lift the upper body, cactus arms. This time as you exhale, option to lift the back knee, reach and round. Let's try that again. Inhale to soften the left knee down, elbows bend, cactus arms. Exhale to reach. Maybe you lift that back knee, sweep the arms forward. Again, inhale to soften the back knee. Maybe this time it just hovers above the mat. Exhale, reach and round. Keep the back knee lifted if it's lifted. This time as you inhale, begin to lift the torso. Reach your right arm back like you're peeling it open into a twist. So the left arm reaches forward, the right arm reaches back. Keep bending into the right knee and feel like your fingers are being pulled in either direction to keep the spine long. From this position, we take the right hand either to the base of the spine, reaching the left arm up, or you can slide the right hand on the back of the left leg. Stay so strong through those legs. Keep breathing wherever you are. You got this. Now we're going to use that top left hand. Let it guide you and help you spin all the way to face the long edge of your mat. Bend into your left knee. So we're coming into our surfer's lunge or skandasana at the back of the mat. Right leg long, left leg bent. Flex the right foot. Hands can be on the floor or hands to heart. Lift your chest, find your balance. Find your gaze, steady and strong. Now with or without your hands, shift the weight forward into the right foot, bend into the right knee. Oh boy, hands come down, frame the foot. So let's straighten out both legs. Back heel can be lifted. Again, you might want your block here to bring the floor a little closer if you feel like you're really rounding forward. Take a breath in, lengthen the spine. As you breathe out, fold and soften. 2 more like that. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold and soften. 1 more time, lengthen the spine. And let go. And this time, as you inhale, shift the weight into the right foot, walk the hands forward, left toes lift high, and then step them up beside the right, forward fold. As you inhale, we rise all the way up. Arms sweep overhead. See if you can lift those heels for a moment. Grow super tall. And as you exhale, hands to heart, heels lower softly. I'm so out of breath right now. Holy cow. All right, let's do that on the other side. As you inhale, arms sweep overhead. We come into eagle and sweep the right arm underneath of the left. So again, elbows cross, palms stay facing away. Maybe you bring the palms to touch or grab the shoulders. Bend the knees, sit nice and low. Stay low as you lift your right leg high over your left. So you squeeze the legs together. Point those right toes. Maybe you can hook your foot behind your left calf muscle. If not, again, it's okay. It is all good. Sit low into that left leg, and then start to reach the arms a bit away from the body. Keep squeezing the arms together, maybe bringing your gaze slightly up. Keep the arms as they are. Slowly begin to untangle the legs. Right leg steps back far behind you. Toes tuck under. Back knee can drop if you'd like for a low lunge. Bend into the left knee, and then see if you can lift your arms a bit further away from your body. Hugging the inner thighs together, staying with it, finding your focus, feeling your heartbeat so strong. Then begin to unravel the arms, hands plant down. Feel that strong grip on the mat as you kick the left leg back and up, bending the knee, opening the hip. So your knee reaches high towards the sky, foot falls towards your right hip. You are welcome to stay here. Keep pushing the floor away, or softly land those left toes behind you into Wild Thing. Take a moment to press the points of contact into the floor, to lift your chest, to reach back. Squeezing the shoulder blades together. Again, find that comfortable gaze for you, maybe down, maybe towards your left hands. Giving me a little wave, I'll give you one. And keep breathing, enjoying this really open posture. Now look down towards the mat, plant the left hand, pull your left knee in towards your chest, curl it in tight for an inhale. And as you exhale, the left foot lands softly. Drop the right knee down, set up for your low lunge. Feet hip width apart, strong legs, keep the back toes tucked. Inhale to lift the chest, elbows bend, cactus arms. As you exhale, get ready for it. Back toes tucked, lift the back knee, reach forward and round. Again, as you inhale, back knee can soften either to the mat or maybe hover. Exhale, reach, round, press through the back thigh. One more time, inhale to open, create space for something new. Exhale to reach and grab it, take it in. All right, from here, I forget, oh yeah, we lift the upper body, we reach the left arm back. Big twist, right arm forward, left arm back. Spine is long. Use those legs to keep lengthening through the spine. Now take your left hand, either bring it to the base of your spine or to the back of the right leg as the right arm begins to sweep up and back. You can always do this from your low version if you need to drop the right knee down, no problem at all. Now use that top right hand to guide you and spin you all the way to the long edge of the mat. Bending into your right knee. Toes turn out a little so your knee is pointing in the same direction as your toes. Hands can be on the floor, hands at your heart. Lifting the chest, long through your spine. Right leg super strong, lift the toes. We are almost there. Can't believe it, it's already almost 9:30. Either with or without the hands, shift back to the top of the mat. Hands frame the foot. Lift the back heel. Both legs straight again. You might need to shorten your stance a little for this one if you feel like the feet are too far apart, no problem. Take a breath in to lengthen the spine. As you breathe out, fold and soften. 2 more. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, let it go. One more time, create space between each vertebrae. And fold. And this time, walk the hands forward as you inhale. Shift the weight into the left foot. Right toes reach high. And then slowly lower the right foot down beside the left. Inhale to rise all the way up, arms overhead. Lift the heels so high, growing so tall. Maybe you touch that ceiling. Palms together. And this time as we bring the hands to the heart, we bend the knees And carefully, slowly, take your time. Try not to beat me. Lower to a seat. Go even slower until those hips just graze the heels. And then you can use your hands to lower to a seat. And from here, we're bringing the feet together, letting the knees fall open. Sit up nice and tall, and then begin to fold over the legs. Dropping the head, rounding the shoulders. Using your breath to slow the heart rate down. Coming back to you, to how you feel, to what you need. Notice how that movement, so fluid, so mindful, can really bring you more in touch with you. Keeps you so present when you have to move like that. There's no room for anything else but just to focus on you. So as we begin to wind down and slow down, can you keep that focus on you? Slowly begin to lift the head. Let's extend the left leg long. Take the right foot to the outside of the left leg. We're coming into a twist. Either hug the right knee in with your left arm, or reach the left arm so high, bend the elbow, and then use that elbow to guide the knee back. Right hand is behind you, supporting the spine. Relax the shoulders, create space through the neck, and then maybe gaze over your right shoulder. Taking a few big breaths, inhaling to lengthen the spine. Exhaling to twist. We will slowly unravel, unwind, and switch sides. Right leg long, take the left foot to the outside of the right leg. Again, you can either hug the left knee in, or you can reach super high and then bend the elbow and see if you can push that knee back a little bit. This side's a little more tricky for me. That's all good. You really notice two sides of the body, the differences, the similarities. Keep pushing that left foot into the floor. And then again, drop the shoulders, lengthen the spine, lengthen the neck. Breathe in to create more space. And breathe out to move into that space. And then slowly begin to unwind. And if you'd like to finish seated this morning, you can take a comfortable seat, or if you'd like to lay all the way down and take a savasana, you are also welcome to lay all the way down. So go ahead, maybe if you lay down, there's a couple movements or another final posture that you'd like to take before you get really settled. If you're seated, you might just keep the hands somewhere comfortable on the legs and close the eyes. Wherever you are, wherever you choose to finish this practice, just take a few moments to check back in. Checking back in with what's still around, what's still lingering, and with what you're holding on to. And with what you can let go of. And as you head into the rest of your week, reminding yourself to create that space for something new, for a new opportunity, for a new possibility. Starting right here with each breath. Noticing what comes up with each new fresh breath. I'm going to leave you here wherever you are, on your back or seated, and I will thank you for joining me. I hope you all have an amazing day. If you do have a chance, let me know how this class made you feel. Shoot me a message, and I hope to see you somewhere very soon. Namaste.